guys, how we doing? Welcome to another video of basics in the Forex market and how you can utilize some of the information that I've been giving you to become a better trader. Now, there's a lot of misconceptions out there about how you can get super rich off of trading. First of all, it's not going to make you rich overnight. And second of all, before you even start thinking about trading or opening an account or putting your own capital at risk, the talking points that I'm going to go over with you today is going to save you a lot of money and a lot of blown accounts. What we're going to talk about today is currency pairs. Now, hopefully you can see that because that's a small box, but according to my recording screen, you can see fine. So I'm going to go over some of the basics about what is a currency pair and what kind of information that you can get from currency pairs. So the currency that we're going to be talking about is Euro USD. Now let me space that out. For those of you who doesn't understand currency pairs, this hopefully will help you understand better and get you faster in the door when it comes to understanding how to analyze the markets. So Euro USD, EUR is actually European and USD is United States dollars. This is kind of self-explanatory, of course, but there are at times when you see a currency pair such as Euro USD, you're going to ask yourself, okay, which one is the main pair and which one is a quote pair, right? So Euro, okay, actually let's look at it this way, okay, first country abbreviation or the first regional abbreviation that you see is actually the base currency. That's the base currency. USD is the quote currency. Okay, let's say that for this price right here that we're looking at, $1.17002. Well, what the hell does that mean, right? Well, for every euro that you buy, it's going to cost you $1.17. It's going to cost you about $1.17 for every euro that you purchase with USD. Now, there's also another way to look at this is that when you're trading currencies, right, you're not just trading one currency, you're trading two currencies. It's always two. Okay, let's say for instance that if you were to go long, it's also another word for buy. Okay, the Forex market, okay, there's a lot of things in here that can confuse you as a beginner trader. So long means buy, of course. Short means sell. Okay, great. Now you know what's buy and what's sell, but how do you know which one you're buying or selling when you're looking at a currency pair such as Euro USD? The easiest way to remember this, okay, you click on the buy button. Okay, well, actually, when you click on the buy button, you're basically telling the system, okay, I'm gonna buy euros and I'm gonna sell USD. That's what buy means. Now, if you decide to go short, aka sell the currency pair, you're basically telling the system, okay, I want to sell euros and buy USDs. So hopefully that put your mind at ease about currency pairs. A lot of currency pairs, lots of them. Okay, I'm just gonna go over some of the most major currency pair that's used by American traders. Okay, if you're in Japan or if you're in Australia or Saudi Arabia, right, you have to do your own research based on the location that you are at. Okay, the most majority pairs are, say, USD, GBP USD, JPY USD, alright, USD. So any currency pairs out there with a USD at the end is considered a major pair. Alright, now you're probably wondering, well, if those are major currency pairs, then what are minors? So you know that there's minors too, right? So you have majors minors, and then you have exotics. The exotics I stay away from because I know for a fact that I can't study every single currency pair there is. But what I can do is perfect the currency pair that I'm currently trading. Okay, let me go over some of the minors with you. Okay, say Euro GBP. Well, that's Eurozone versus the Great Britain pounds. Well, if you are an American like me, right, there is no way in hell that you can even fathom or know 100% about a certain region that you don't live in versus another country that you don't live in. So that's why these minors and exotic pairs are often stayed away from, unless you know exactly what you are doing. Okay, if you do, then you definitely know more than me. Okay, let's see here. Alright, let's go back to Euro USD. We'll give you some major stuff to keep in mind about the Euro versus the USD. Okay, 28 to 30% of the Forex market is traded with Euro USD because it's a major currency pair. It's two of the biggest zones in the entire world. Again, I want to touch up on the topic that I talked about yesterday, which is the session timeframes, the sessions for each currency pair. Okay, currency pair has their own sessions. Do not mix that up. So for Euro USD, okay, you were to watch the video from yesterday, right? Talk about how Euro is traded during the London session and USD is traded during SAC US or the New York session. Now you may be asking, well, how do I execute a trade in two different time zones? Well, you don't. Okay, so Euro USD, the most popular times to trade Euro USD is actually the London/New York overlap. Now, since I'm in Central time zone, I know my time in the back of my head, but I don't know yours, so you gotta do your own research on that one. 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. That's the market hours for the New York session. Okay, now for the session, it's actually at 2 a.m. to 11 a.m. And guess what? You guessed it, between 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. you actually have a session overlap between London and New York. This time zone right here is when you would trade Euro USD or GBP USD. Now, you're probably wondering, well, if these two are some of the most major currency pairs that Forex traders trade, well, what else is there to know, right? They have tight spreads, super tight spreads, very liquid. Okay, there's a lot of going on between the London and New York session. Technical analysis, I'm going to go over technical in more advanced series of my YouTube channel here. So I don't want you to get ahead of yourself and try to learn too much at the same time, right? So basically what technical analysis is that you are analyzing the charts based on specific mathematical proven, or more than often, you can actually use these analysis to where it will tell you exactly where the price is going to go with more certainty. Now, I'm not saying your prediction will come out 100% of time, but with analysis and fundamental analysis, you can actually have an upper hand in the market. Okay. Now, if you watch Bloomberg, Fox, or I'm not Fox. I'm not a big fan of CNN. I'm not a big fan of anything but Bloomberg. Okay, I'm not affiliated with Bloomberg. If you want to try Bloomberg out, go ahead. I strongly recommend it because it gives you updated data on the fly. Okay, most news coverage and data happens between the London and also the New York overlap. Your trades is going to cost less, fees, etc. It's all going to be less because the volume is very high Okay, literally the best pair to with if you are brand new in the Forex market, right? Because actually, you don't even have to be brand new. You can be a seasoned Forex trader and still trade Euro USD. Okay, let's put it that way. Now, I probably went over my speaking limit here, but if you have any questions, let me know. Write it on the comment section below and I will answer to the best of my abilities. If you check out my profile, you will see I have a bio link on there that you can use to follow me on Instagram and etc. etc. Okay, I also have a group if you want to be in that as well. Go ahead and click that link. But other than that, I hope you guys understood most of the things I said today and take into consideration on how important knowing what currency pairs are. Okay, for the next video, we'll be talking about more basic stuff. Basically, I want you to know everything there is to know about the basics of the Forex market before we dive into the more complex and advanced part of Forex trading. I hope you guys have a great week, and I will see you guys soon, okay?